Hello, my name's Chris Coombs. I'm the Principal PMO Manager at NATS. I've worked for NATS for around 18 years now. NATS provides the UK with its air traffic control services. It handles 2.5 million flights a year, carrying roughly 250 million passengers across the UK and the North Atlantic, which is roughly around 6,000 to 7,000 flights a day. Has two main operating subsidiaries, NATS En Route Limited and NSL, NATS Services Limited. NATS En Route Limited provides its air traffic control services through two centres, one in Scotland in Prestwick and one in Hampshire in Swanwick. Circa 4,500 employees. On a daily basis, my job is looking at ensuring that programmes and projects adhere to governance. We help them with following processes and procedures, as well as ensuring they're hitting KPIs and hitting key milestones. During some reviews, our business cases go to the NATS board for approval. It was recognised that a lot of the business cases that are coming through had lots of issues with resources. All our projects are very heavily driven by resource. We do have a mixture of internal and external spend, but primarily it's our resources which deliver our projects. Every business case that came through had a risk around, have we got the right resource to deliver the projects? Were they going to be there at the right time? The exec at the time took the decision to say, is there anything out there that can provide more certainty around the resourcing, what's going to be available to deliver projects, where are people working? So an action came out from one of those review boards to investigate to investigate what's possible from a resourcing management tool. So we've had a number of attempts at resource management over the years. Initially with our existing system from SAP, that was okay. Fundamentally, it didn't work for us because every time we'd ask work centre managers to make a commitment to the projects, as soon as the plan changed, and as soon as that duration changed, all of those commitments disappeared. So we put a lot of effort into getting 100% KPIs on achieving full commitment to projects. Within 5 minutes of a work centre doing that would disappear in the work centre management. So absolutely chasing our tails all the time. We took the decision to look for something different, purely because that wasn't working. We had Excel spreadsheets. Work centre managers had 3 or 4 different versions of Excel spreadsheets, all with different sets of data, no single source of truth. So the important part for us, which is to meet what the exec requested, was can we provide something that was going to give work centre managers that single source of truth they can go to, they understand the data, they believe in the data, and then we can make decisions on that data. Yeah, the decision to go with TeamManager was after a proof of concept. The proof of concept was held, is around about a year ago, and the intention behind the proof of concept was will the TeamManager tool work for how we want it to work? Does it allow work centre managers to see the data they need to look at? Does it present all of the data? We have our data in lots of different systems from SAP and PPM, so having that information all in one place, does TeamManager give us that? We kicked off a proof of concept. We involved 5 different work centre managers across the business. So we wanted some from engineering, some from ATC and different areas. We took the approach of, let's just let them loose on the tool, see how it works. We've set up a really simple proof of concept, simple work centres in there, and asked them to do some commitments just to test, is the interface really useful? We learned our lessons from SAP with data dropping out left, right and centre. So is it easy to use? Is it intuitive? Can someone get to grips with it quite quickly? Proof of concept was a good way of rolling it out because we were just testing it with those work centres and just getting some feedback from them was based in helping our decision. We based our decision on, was it suitable for those guys to work with? If it was, we'd go ahead. The The key things for choosing Team Manager was that bringing that data together. We needed it all in one place. We needed something which was going to be simple to use, and we needed to get rid of our Excel spreadsheets. Team Manager gave us that. Once we received approval to proceed with implementation for Team Manager, we worked again with the 5 work centre managers who've been involved previously. We worked to agree the level of data we'd want in the system. You can have Team Manager to do it by day, by week, or by month. That was too much detail for us. We stuck with by month. By day, by week would have been too much. We agreed the level of project information we were taking. We go down to great level of detail for our projects. Having a monthly profile was good enough at project level, and that was good enough. So we kind of worked through the design with those work centre managers along with TPG to get to a point where we were ready to go live. We didn't go for a big bang. We went for a slow rollout. We took those 5 work centre managers who'd been involved from the beginning, right through from, we've got a live system. How are we going to start to use that in anger? We went down the phased approach because we wanted to understand what the data was telling us. What we didn't want to do is roll it out to 100 work centre managers and then look at the data and go, we really don't get it. We really don't understand how we're going to use it. Keeping it to 5 was a good number to control what we were looking at from a data point of view. Once we got those 5 work centre managers trained on how to use the tool, we set them off on a couple of month-end trials just to check, let's import the data, let's look at what the data is telling us. As a work centre manager, go in, commit to those project requests, make sure you're satisfying the demand, or if not, have a conversation back with the project, just so we can really get to feel how's that tool going to be used for a bigger rollout. We ran that for a couple of months, 2 or 3 months, just to make sure that the data was good, and then we started to grow the expansion of the implementation. We're still onboarding today. So even after, it was March last year, so what's that, 9-10 months ago that we started the process, it really has been a gradual rollout, purely because we want to get the process right. We didn't want to make it a big thing of, let's roll it out, let's go big bang, and it fails. Rolling out slowly and just making sure the business was going to understand how it was going to use it to make decisions was important. User reaction was amazing. I've rolled out a number of different tools before, and it's been very difficult to get things embodied. Usually you have lots of pushback when you're introducing new tools. This was light and day. This was really good. There was people asking, can I be onboarded to Team Manager? We had lots of good advocates in the team who'd already rolled out saying, best things ever. They've managed to get rid of their 4 or 5 spreadsheets. They're seeing all the data in one place they want to. So it's been really positive. We still need to take the project managers on the journey. There's 2 sides to the implementation of Team Manager. There's definitely the work centre manager piece where they need to understand what's the demand on their team. Are their teams big enough? Have they got the right skills in their teams? But the project managers and the projects need to understand, is that data available and how can we use that to inform our project forecasting? We've tried to change the way we're in the process of changing the way we deliver project forecasting. Up to now, it's been demand-led. So our demand-led plans, which are almost a wish list from project managers. I need 10 engineers to do this, but the work centre manager may only have 5. That negotiation and trying to change, well, we've only got 5 people who can do the work. Let's just put 5 in the plan, which helps to provide certainty around delivery, increases our certainty around hitting those target of milestone dates as well. So there's a big shift. Not there yet, clearly. We've just rolled it out. We're still into it and learning as we go. But that change and shift from how we do our planning is quite key from a team manager perspective. We've been working with team managers since October 22. There's roughly 120 work centre managers currently working with Team Manager. Team Manager has been a revelation for me personally, just as in giving something back to the business which can help them make a decision on how they can deliver projects is really positive. As I've said previously, having the pull from project managers and work centre managers to use the data is great. That doesn't happen very often. So yeah, it's been a good experience so far. So we currently use Team Manager in a regulated part of the business. but there's definitely an opportunity to start expanding that out into the NATS services part of the business, so looking after some of the airports. We definitely see some value in it. There's definitely resource issues in that part of the business as well, about how do we cope with delivering projects. So yeah, there's definitely room for expansion. So the key benefits we've seen so far is having that data in one place and having work centre managers giving them the visibility to see their data. It's really difficult to quantify if that's really made a difference yet. It's early days. In the next 6-12 months, hopefully we'll start to see some improvement on our resource forecasting. Our project delivery accuracy will be better as well. But yeah, that's still to be defined. I think the future is positive for TeamManager. I think the more the work centre managers get used to it, the more we can start to use the data to make those decisions, the better our forecasting and our project delivery will be as well. So it's definitely looking positive. I've recently started providing a PMO service to the non-regulated part of the business, so looking after the UK airports. Going in there, providing a PMO service has allowed me to identify what issues they have with their delivery and how we can bring some governance and control to those teams. Part of that is to investigate the option of using project power packs. So TPG have given me a demonstration of project power packs. We've run a proof of concept for Heathrow Airport for the projects we're delivering into Heathrow. Will that give us a level of control that we need to understand how our projects are delivering? So proof of concept was a success. We're now going through the process of design and how we can go about implementing that for Heathrow initially before we roll it out to other UK airports.